Hey friends, it is Wednesday and it is that time of the month where I get to go over my Etsy and YouTube pay for the month of July, which is always exciting because this is when I get to stuff my CD ladder. And you guys know that stuffing my CD ladder is probably the most exciting thing that I do every single month for me personally. I love watching it grow. It brings me so much joy. So let's get into the numbers so we can see how much we get to put towards our CD ladder. All right, my cute little notebook here. For July YouTube, I made $541.74. What I do is I take half of that, so 50% of it goes towards my CD ladder. That was $270. This is money that I pay to myself for my time to do this. So it does take time and energy and all the things to create YouTube videos. So half of that goes to me. Put yourself first, give yourself a portion of the money that you make. Now, if you're on like a debt payoff journey or something like that, by all means, put it towards whatever is going to impact you the most. But for me, that's the CD ladder. Memberships. So I am part of some memberships on YouTube, and that is $60. I do budget $60. So that is the max that I want to put out there. Otherwise, you can get a little carried away by being members of too many things. So I give myself a budget. Supplies, $52. Taxes, $55. Giving, $52, and UFTA, $52. So UFTA is just like miscellaneous backup money. What I essentially do is I take my YouTube check, subtract the CD ladder and the membership amount, and whatever is remaining I divide by 4. If it's like an odd number, I round down for the 3, and then whatever overage goes to taxes. So sometimes it's $1 away, sometimes it's $3 away. We don't worry about it. Taxes probably needs the most money anyways. So, and then for YouTube, this is for the month of June. So what they do is all of June, they measure what your earnings are based on ads and memberships. So those that are a member to my channel, thank you so much, because every single month that money goes towards me getting a check, and it's amazing. Mine are about a 50-50 split. So 50% of my money comes from memberships and 50% comes from ad revenue. So those that watch all the ads when you're watching my videos, thank you. You are helping. You don't have to be a member by any means, but by watching those ads, you contributed to half of this for me, which is awesome, really, because then half of that goes to my CD ladder, and that brings me the most joy. So thank you. All right, Etsy. So Etsy for the month of July, I made $866.71. Now, instead of doing half of that, I do a quarter of that to myself. So 25% goes towards my CD ladder, which is $220. 40% goes to supplies. Supplies eat up so much of this money because you have materials, stickers, envelopes, cards, all the things. $346 will go to supplies. 15% goes to taxes, $130. 10% to giving, $85, and 10% to UFTA, $85. So this one has been a pretty standard breakout. Occasionally I'll throw in my PO box in there, but I feel like I'm doing okay with that, so I just didn't include it this time. For July, my gross sales, so this is the total number that I actually sold, was $1,122.53. But of course, Etsy takes out some fees, so that was $181.77. And then shipping, since I do free shipping, that comes out of my profits. That is $74.05, leaving my net profit to be $866.71. Thank you guys so much for supporting. I feel like Etsy's been a lot quieter overall, but it's fine. Like, because I'm in this messy stage, having it be a little quieter is actually nicer. But I'm still shocked that like $866 is still money that I get to use to put towards my CD ladder. Like a portion of that goes to my CD ladder. Again, the CD ladder is the one thing out of this whole process that just gives me the most joy. All right, so July total, so this would be Etsy and YouTube combined. I made $1,408.45. For my CD ladder, that got $490. What? Supplies got $398. Taxes, $185. Giving, $137. UFTA, $137. And then memberships got $60. So what am I stuffing today? My CD ladder is going to get $490. and taxes will get $185. I can't find my binder that has my tax money in it. It's just prop money, but it's that cute star binder. I don't know where I put it. I know my life is a little chaotic right now, but I really looked everywhere and can't find it. And I know I used it last month, so it's driving me crazy. But I'll stuff that behind the scenes. I just don't know where it went. The rest of it is going to go on my credit card for $732. That's because I need to pay back some supplies that I bought. And then obviously memberships need to be paid back because that automatically goes on my credit card. And yeah, so we will do that. Let's get into the CD ladder. All right, so I have this CD ladder tracker from Debt Free Jessie. She is the one that introduced this concept to me. I am forever grateful. I think I say it in every single video, but I watched her do it and it just clicked with my mind. And I have just taken it and ran with it, and it has been the best decision for me personally. All right, so last year, because I've already have a whole 12-month CD ladder, that means that every single month of the year last year, I opened up a CD and was able to put some money into it. So January, I put some money in, February, I put some money in, March, April, etc., all through December. And now that we are 2024 and we're going back into another new year, I'm able to add money to it. So CDs, if you're not familiar, they're certificate of deposits. You can get them at any bank. Search around, find the one that's best for you. I personally use Ally because they don't have a minimum. So I can literally open a CD and put $10 in if I want to. Some do have minimums. You can just check with your bank and just see which one is a good option for you if it's of interest. What it is I do a 12-month CD. So for the next 12 months, I lock in a interest rate so that it will earn money interest on that rate for 12 months. At the end of, so last August, I put $515 in, which was amazing. Now that August has come back around, it gives me the option to take out that money. And so I could take out that plus the interest earned. B, I can keep that same amount in there plus the interest and just keep it going forward without adding additional funds. Or C, I can take the amount in there plus the interest and add additional money, which is obviously the route that I go. The idea is to keep this growing so that I can have 12 months worth of all of my monthly living expenses covered, which when we get to that point, is going to be the greatest feeling ever. I mean, if anything were to happen, job loss, something health-wise, and I am not able to work for a year, can you just imagine having all your living expenses covered for every single month for a year just to get you back on your feet? Like, that is what I'm working towards. There's just a sense of peace for it, security, that sort of thing. So that is why I love this so much. So $515 I put in August of 2023, and it has accrued interest. I earned $25 in interest over this last year. $25. Now, does it sound like a lot? No. But is it a lot? Yes. $25 is just free money. Like, I didn't do anything. It's just sitting there. So awesome. So $515 plus $25 in interest. I now had $540.05 at the beginning of this month. So August 1st of 2024. So now carry that over. I have $540. Now I'm adding that $490. So I'm taking the 50% of my YouTube, $270, plus the 25% of the Etsy, $220, and that is giving me $490. So when I added the $490 at the beginning of August, that brought my new total to $1,030.05. So now for the next 12 months, I'm going to earn interest on this $1,030. So I'm predicting that I'm going to have about $50 in interest earned in the next year. 50. 50 just by putting money into an account that I can't touch. There is a big debate. Some people have said, why don't you just stick it into a high yield savings account? That way you have the money accessible to you, and you certainly can do that. Right now, the interest rates are very similar. With a CD, it locks the interest rate in for 12 months, and it makes it where it's not easily accessible. For me, that it works better so that I can't just take that money and use it for something. Versus this being locked in a CD, I just leave it alone. It just sits there. Can I take the money out if I absolutely need it? Yes. Do they give you a penalty? Yes. So if you remove the money prior to the 12-month term that you signed up for, and there's multiple terms, you could do 1 year, 3 year, 5 year. I do the 12-month one. You lose the last 3 months of interest earned. So I would have lost 3 months worth of some interest, but I still can grab that money if I need it. So I get to have $1,030 in my August CD, and this makes me so happy. So on the back side here, I know this is not the same color. If this is driving you nuts, trust me, it is driving me nuts. I could not find this color marker, and yeah, so I had to find one that was close, quote unquote close. It's not close at all, trust. But I fulfilled my first goal, which was hitting $1,000. My goal has been to have $1,000 in every single month for a year. And because I'm doing it as a percentage of my proceeds that I earned from YouTube and Etsy, every single month varies. Some months I get a large amount, some months I get a small amount, and that's okay. This is just extra money for me. So I got my first goal. So now I have to print out a next sheet for next time and raise my goal to $2,000 now. But the beautiful thing is I already have $1,000 saved, and my next goal is going to be $2,000. So I'm going to be able to color in half of this when I print off my next one. How cool is that? Just to be able to see like you're already halfway done. It's so motivating. So then I'll work towards saving $2,000, and I'll just keep doing that until I hit my goal. Eventually, I would love to have $5,000 in every single month. My living expenses aren't going to be $5,000 a month, but that is like my ultimate long-term goal, because that means I would have $60,000 saved in CDs that are available to me whenever I need it. And I can't think of any greater sense of security for myself than to hit that point. So I will keep working, even if it's next month I put $100 in. I don't care. I'm going to keep working towards it because I see the potential in what this can do for me. Okay, so Debt Free Jessie also now has in her Etsy shop a front cover sheet. So last year I was writing this on a piece of paper, and then she's like, hey, let me go ahead and make you an actual formal one. And I was like, thank you. So the first year when I opened up all 12 of my CDs, as you can see, every single month is a different amount because it truly is a portion of whatever that month could give me. So last May I did 140. The next one I got to put in $500 and some, which made the new total 686. How cool. June 290 is what I started with last year. I got to put in $600 and some to make it to 1,043. How fun is this to watch it grow? So in the first year for all 12 months, I saved $5,365. So now I'm working on year 2. So May was the first time I got to annualize. June, July, this is August. So 515 is what I had in there the first year. My second year, it is now $1,030. And then I can't wait to see what next year brings, because I'm going to earn interest. So no matter what, this number is going to go up. But also I have intentions to add more money. So, oh my gosh, can you believe it? I'm just so excited. This is just so cool to me. Okay, so what do? I have this binder from Janelle over at Janelle Ray Budgets, and I use it because it has 12 envelopes. That's the key there. It has to have 12 envelopes. Bee themed, I don't, it doesn't really match CD ladder, but it works for me. So in here I have envelopes for all the 12 months. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and August. So I already grabbed my prop money. So yes, I used prop money in this one because honestly, it's tied up in a CD, right? I'm not actually stuffing real cash because I want that money to earn in my CD ladder. Here, change the lighting so you can see this a little bit better. So my new total was $1,030. So I put $1,030 in there. And then on the back, I just updated. So originally I had 515. I got to add $25 in interest, and then I added the 490 that I earned this year, making the total $1,030. Why do I use this binder? Because I like having a visual to let me know each month how much I have saved. So if something were to happen, and like I mentioned, job loss, something medical, if you pregnancy and you become a stay-at-home mom and you need to supplement some income somehow, there's many reasons why our income can fluctuate. What if something were to happen in June? So June next year, I'm like, oh man, I can't believe this happened. Insert whatever this is. I'm going to go and be like, oh wow, I have $1,000 saved in my June CD. I can pull that out to use if I need it. That is $1,000 I did not have to help supplement my bills, everything. Will it pay for all of the things? No, but you're $1,000 closer than you were before. And that means a lot when you have zero money. So then July, oh, I'm still struggling. I'm still not back on my feet yet, but I have $620 available to me to help supplement income. This makes a huge impact if something were to happen. Now, do I want something to happen? No. Do I want to pull this money out? No. I still have a long-term plan to have this fully funded, but it's there if I need it. So then August comes around, I have another $1,000. Can you imagine if each of these were up to $2,000 or $3,000 and I had all my bills paid for the 3 or 4 months that I'm out? So cool. So then September, I have $380. Now this one I haven't had it come back around for another year yet, but still $380, that's going to cover something. That is $380 more than I had before, plus interest, because I haven't even factored that in. And then October, November, I just like having a visual of the 12 months so that I can see each month how much is in there. And it's just so cool to see it grow. I just love this concept. So CD ladder, yes. It has just been the biggest joy for me. So I know I rant and rave about this. People have asked me questions and I love talking about it. So feel free to ask away. Is this a perfect method for everyone? Absolutely not. Is this a good method, perfect method for me? I think so. Will there be something that could come down the road and I'm like, oh shoot, yeah, maybe, but I don't see, for me personally, the loss other than you're going to lose some interest if you pull it out early. To me, that's really the only risk. It's not invested, so you're not working with the markets. It's secured with the government. So I don't know. To me, it's such a good thing. But anyways, I am so excited I got to put $1,000 into my August CD. I can't wait to see what September is. I don't know if I'll hit 1,000, but either way, we're going to get closer. And it looks like I have a trend of 6,000, 6,000. So maybe we'll get to 600 something. Just saying. I mean, we'll keep the trend going. I don't mind. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you on Friday for my savings challenge video. Bye, friends.